now that you've had some time to reflect on the weekend, who are some players that maybe stood out to you that we didn't really fit? If you look at the box score, wouldn't be readily obvious even this past weekend.
Sure. I think that there was certainly a lot of very strong performances this past weekend, but I think I could highlight in the midfield in particular. I thought Olivia Knox was spectacular in terms of her ball-winning presence and trying to get on the ball and play. And in a similar fashion, Megan Wilson for sure. Outside of scoring the winning goal yesterday, whenever she comes on the field, she settles us down and allows us to possess the ball a lot better, and it actually creates some fluidity in our attack. So I would certainly say both of them. Anybody we put in the back line this weekend had a fantastic game defensively, but I think those two are two people that made a big difference, particularly on the ball in terms of the way we wanted to play.
When we chatted in preseason, you said one of your biggest takeaways was the amount of missed chances. 2 games in, you kind of see that that's still a trend happening?
Oh yeah. I think that the Montana game was a very good game and it was tight, but I think that we had generated enough clear goal-scoring opportunities to come away with, probably a multi-goal win. So that was disappointing. I think their goalkeeper made a great save from Megan Wright in the first half. Maybe we could have followed that one up a little bit better. A couple of missed opportunities off corner kicks, and then Mimi had one. She got round the keeper and just put it the wrong side of the post. But certainly the good thing is that we're creating a lot of chances, and it was the same yesterday. Bailey had a great chance the goalkeeper made save off. Lauren Glass hit the bar, and after we scored our first goal yesterday, there was a 20-minute period where they really struggled with us until our legs kind of went after the double overtime on Friday. But certainly it's good that we're creating a lot of chances, but still, we're waiting on 1 or 2 people to just have that confidence and know-how of continuously putting the ball in the back of the net.
I know she hasn't scored in the regular season yet, but can you talk about how Mimi's game has kind of developed from a freshman to now, the chemistry she's been able to develop with her wingers so far?
She's become a go-to player, and I think what's nice about Mimi is the first couple of years she was playing more kind of on one side of the field, and that was it. Now she can play on the left, she can go through the middle, she can play on the right, and she's not just dangerous and fast going in behind, she's good with the ball at her feet too. So Mimi's given us a multitude of options going forward. I think that the next step for her, she knows, is to become that goal scorer and that pivotal player, but she's been fantastic in these 2 games. She's barely come off the field, so that just shows her kind of longevity as well, of how many minutes that she can give us and be super dangerous.
What are some stylistic challenges that each of the teams are playing this weekend on the road present?
I think South Carolina State, the way they defend is very different. They defend a lot higher, and that will provide us with some issues, especially we've been caught offside a lot in the preseason, and they play an offside trap. So it's going to be, can we work on ways to get in behind them quickly and use our pace while not being offside? The Citadel, very different in terms of the way they set up with their structure. So they'll cause us some issues in the middle of our back line. They'll also be very strong centrally, the way that they defend. But I think with our speed out wide, we're going to be able to cause them some problems. And again, definitely the heat as well will take its toll. But coming off these 2 positive results this past weekend, our team's going to go into these 2 games very confident. I think 4 games in a week from a scheduling standpoint is a lot, but we also know that we have the depth in this squad to take it. So
you mentioned Olivia's name. There's a player who played more forwardly placed, and you placed her in the midfield. She gives you an interesting skill set there, doesn't she? Because she has the ball control and she's got a little bigger frame, which really kind of maybe helps in those situations. That was interesting to see, but you got to have buy-in from the player. So has she bought in the way that you anticipated?
I hope so, because she's been phenomenal in there.
Yeah.
In pre-season especially, how confident she was with just getting on the ball and not being able to play a pass over 10 yards, but being able to play a 50-yard pass too. So she's been incredible in there, and good players will always find a way to make a position work, and she's becoming a specialist in there very quickly. It's been impressive to see.
Can you talk about what Damien, your assistant coach, Damien Masters, has meant to the program and how he's sort of helped you guys out so far this year?
Well, he's been with us since the beginning, and he's sort of seen the progression through the last few years. And because of his rapport with the girls, I mean, me being such an intimidating guy, sometimes he's a I know, I can barely keep a straight face, but I think he's a really good buffer for the team to go to with questions, a different viewpoint. I think they kind of view him as dad sometimes as well. But with Damien's years of experience, he has a really good viewpoint of the game, and he also has some really good suggestions of alternative ways that we can approach things. So definitely his rapport and his relationship is awesome to have with the girls, and he's a great buffer, and he just adds to that kind of chemistry that we like to have between our teams and our staff.
And can you talk about the relationship that Coach Rasmus has had with your three goalies and how she's been able to sort of keep Kat on track through last year and now this year?
Well, I think the nice thing is that Amanda's done a great job with shaking some of the rustiness off for Kat, after some injuries and some potential different plans for the year initially. But also the two freshmen are very confident, and I think that's testament to the way that Amanda coaches them, that both the freshmen are ready to step on the field at any time. And Maddie Livingston is a really, really good goalkeeper. She's phenomenal in the air. She's great with her feet. She's a good shot stopper. She could step in and play now. And I'd say, if worst case scenario, Maddie and Kat weren't ready, Hallie's right there too. It's really close between the three of them, and Hallie's a very good shot stopper. And what's been impressive about her is that she's developing so quickly under Amanda's guidance, and that's been nice to see. Is Hallie's made great strides in the last 3 weeks, and she's pushing as well.
I know I asked you about this yesterday, but can you talk about the weekend Bailey McNitt had and some of your other freshmen forwards? Bailey, all of the opportunities came on Bailey's foot, whether or not they went in.
Yeah, right. And I think that we're just waiting on Bailey to get that first one, and hopefully the floodgates will open. We have high aspirations for Bailey over 4 years, and she's very comfortable with them too. She's a very confident soccer player. Lexi Miller is an excellent player, and I think that when she starts to just grasp some of the fluidity in the way that we play, and you don't just have one role in a game in this program. You need to understand how to play 2 or 3 different ways. Lexi's going to be phenomenal. Olivia Valdivia is somebody who, I love saying that name by the way, but she's somebody else who's very crafty, very confident on the ball. She's going to be a lot of fun to watch as she continues to progress. Lauren Glass gives us a presence when we put her up top, and she's been played out of position actually, but she gives us a presence up there. Trying to think of some of the other freshmen. The group as a whole, though, the freshman group is very strong. There's a lot of them that, even if they haven't seen the field yet, there's a lot of them that we would trust if we did have to put them into a game-like situation, because they are a very not just talented group, but they're a very confident group that know what they can give. So it's been a fun group to coach so far.